Rolling. Producer Theo says we're rolling, ladies and gentlemen. So I've been commentating. I think I just did my 25th match in 6 days, and every time an American women's team plays on center court in the bull ring, the DJ, of course, plays American Woman, Stay Away From Me. And that seems like pretty sound advice at the moment, because 4 of the 5 USA women's teams that came down here to Tlaxcala for the World Championships are still in it, moving from the round of 32 into the round of 16, which means that 4 of our 5 teams are taking top 10 finishes regardless of what happens on Thursday. Kraft and Terese, one of the most delightful storylines out there. Kraft hasn't played full-time defense in her career, yet she's currently number 3 in digs per match in the whole world. The highest level tournament in the world, and Kraft, rookie defender, first World Championships ever. Terese, her second World Championships ever. Now they are in to the round of 16. Had a fun 3-setter against Andressa Cavalcanti and Vitória de Souza, knocking out Brazil. Then you have Kristen, Nuss, and Taryn Kloth just doing their thing, beating a very good Canadian team in Sarah Pavin and Molly McBain, who continue to find their footing. Won a close one, 23-21. I believe the second was 21-12. And then we had the absolute juggernaut that was Betsi, Flint, and Julia Scoles. I mean, hot damn. I mean, we'll take full credit. We went out to dinner with them the night before. We gave them a good pep talk. Frito told them to order the salmon. They ordered the salmon. High power. Julia Scoles, 9 blocks. 9 blocks. I just ran into Sean Scott, and he was like, yeah, that's pretty good. That's fair. Betsi Flint, best float server in the world, added 4 aces. And I talked about her float serve at the beginning of the match. And anytime I hype someone up for a skill, I always hope that it comes to fruition, so I look a little smarter than I actually am. So Betsi, I appreciate you coming through for me. So they won 23-21, 21-8 over a very good Czech Republic team in Bara Hermanova, 2-time Olympian, and Marie Sarastoklova. They were coming off a bronze medal in the Edmonton Challenge and a gold medal in the Brunner Futures, and then Betsi and Julia just smoked them. And of course, because it's Betsi and Julia, they had to add some stress to it. We're down 20-18 in the first set, down 2 set points. Came back, tied it up at 20 apiece, ended up taking that first set, I think 23-21. The American women just steamrolling. And then for a nice change of pace, the American men holding up their end of the bargain as well. Trevor, Crabb, and Theo Brunner handling their business against the Aussies, Chris McHugh and Paul Burnett, and then Miles Partain and Andy Benesh just doing what they do. A nice sweep win over Poland's Piotr Kantor and Jakub Zybek, getting vengeance from my brother Tri-Born. He lost to Poland earlier, so it was only fair that an American team could knock him out. And so we have 6 of the 9 teams that were competing in this tournament are now moving on into the round of 16. The only team that failed to move on from Wednesday to Thursday was Chase Budinger and Miles Evans. They'd already used up 2 of their lives. They got 7 left, couldn't spare a third one today. They lost to Sweden's David Amann and Jonathan Helvig. And Chase actually matches up really well with them. He's beaten them once. He was 1-1 in his career against them, which not many people can say that they're 500 against Sweden in their career. He's so athletic, but at some point you just become overmatched. And Sweden, the way that they're playing right now is unbelievable. So really no harm with Chase and Miles. And actually just the fact that they took a 17th is huge, because they're coming away with 640 points, which is better than a 5th in a challenge. That's how big these points are in this World Championship event. So Chase and Miles are going to have a huge bump moving forward. And so they could be into main draws and challenges, could be back into Elite 16 qualifiers, depending on how the rest shakes out. So all in all, a win for all 7 teams in action today, a moral victory for Chase and Miles, a huge victory for the other 6 American teams who are physically moving on. So we have 6 teams looking to break into the quarterfinals on Thursday's round of 16. And that's it. Just another fun day with producer Theo and the American woman. Stay away from them. Shoots.